Hello children, I hope you have received your timetable for your unit test. So for the as per that timetable, we are entering into our revision schedule. This first for revision as of NEET exam is concerned, right? So in your schedule, the last exam you have is your NEET test, right? For that, I am here with your general instructions how to prepare for that NEET exam, right? So first, you have to be very clear with the pattern of the question paper, right? So for physics, you will have 15 questions. Chemistry, you will have 15 questions, and biology, you have 20 questions. So each carry one mark. So totally, you will have the question paper for 50 marks. So you cannot expect all the questions to be choose the best answer. So you can go very well with your intercommunity technique. No, you have to learn well. The question, what type of questions we are going to ask, that we are not going to say, right? So number of questions only we are going to say. In this, what type of questions we are going to ask, that is our choice. That is teacher's choice. So you have to prepare very well, right? So right now, as of these questions are concerned, right? First, you have to know some basic instructions towards the NEET preparation. Whether it is 6th standard, 7th standard or 8th standard. So I have given some tips for preparation of your exams. So let us go with that, right? So now I have joined with one small iconic word. So I have written it as success. SUCCESS. So for based on this you can prepare whether it is your NEET test or your general any test. If you go by these process, right? So you can be very well thorough towards the NEET test, right? First one, S stands for select a small concept, right? In your book, concept by concept, select one small concept. In a big lesson, select one small concept. That is your first preparation step, right? In that small concept, however you feel, you have listened to the class, you have written your classworks, you have written your homeworks, right? So you had gone through the concepts, you would have learned it also, right? By your understanding, to your understanding level, you have selected some concept. No, in that concept, underline the important points, what you feel, what your teacher said, all those you underline. Right? Next, what you felt important, what you underlined, copy it in one notebook. Right? This is very important stage from your 6th standard, from your lower classes. Whether it is 7th standard and 8th standard children, don't mind whether you have not done it in your previous classes. Now at least you start the process. Right? So you have one separate notebook so that it will be a very good source of learning material even in your higher classes. Right? Copy it in one notebook. Right? Whatever you like. Not as it is without even leaving this and was from your textbook. What you understood, that you write in the notebook. Right? What you copy in that concept, classify the possible questions for that line. Right? What you have written in that notebook, for that you frame the questions. Okay. For example, you have learned the types of forces, right? Gravitational force, strong nuclear force, weak nuclear force, like that. So in that concept, you frame the questions. What are the 4 types of forces? Which is stronger? Which is the weak range force? Which is the strongest force? Which force will act in the nucleus? Like that, you frame so many possible questions. Right? So instead of asking for a teacher's help and book's help, guide's help, you frame from this concept, these possible questions can be asked. So you frame whatever may be the possible questions comes to your mind. That you frame. Right? As a rough point you write, no need to write the entire sentence. Right? From this, next level you go. Ensure that you have learned all the concepts. So in that you have selected one small concept, no. Under that concept, make sure, that is called ensuring. Make sure that every point you have covered, in that concept you have covered all the concepts. All the main points what you have to learn. Right? From now it's separated in that different lines are marked, that it is copied, possible questions are framed, and you had ensured what you had learned. Right? Now what you have to learn, you have to summarize the learned concepts. Okay, if this concept comes, all these points must be learned under this. I have learned all these concepts under this heading. This summarizing you can follow any technique. Whether you have a brother or a sister, you can say to them, or otherwise you can simply close your eyes and recall all the points, or you can write also. It is your well-wish. Then, if you are summarizing in this stage, if you have learned properly, you will get doubts. Right? That is your last step. Search for your doubt clarification. This question I had a doubt, where I should clarify. Whether I should ask my neighbors over here, or friends over here, or my teacher, or my parents, or my Google with my hand, fingertips. That is your choice. Once your doubt is clarified and all these steps are followed, I am sure you will get success. I hope you have seen the directions and tips what I have given before towards NEET preparation. Right? You would have seen it and understood it. Right? Now, as of your what the NEET test you are going to write, right? And these type of questions can be asked. Right? You know very well what is choose the best answer, how Phillips will be asked. Reason and assertion, this I will explain you, right? With the contents when we see it in the textbook, right? True or false, match you know. And this identify the correct or wrong item from a set of statements. A group of statements will be given, and in that one may be wrong and different from the other three, right? And one may be correct, and other three statements will be wrong. From that, you will be selected to identify the correct or wrong statements. So, as of now, these will be the set of questions which will be asked in physics, right? Now, you come to this reason and assertion question, that alone I will explain you, right? Now, you take your book with your pencil, underline all the important points, and these topics, these concepts what we are discussing now will be given to you as a PDF format also along with this classes. Okay, so that also you can have it for your learning. Right. Now you come to page number 1. In third line, physics is based on dash experimental observations. And in the first paragraph, the last line, scientific theories are valid only if they are confirmed through various experiments. So that, children, when I say a statement, don't think this will be the question, that will be the answer, right? For example, this line itself you take, scientific theories are valid only if they are confirmed through various experiments. Here, answer may be scientific theories or the last word, experiments, right? Either that can be asked as answer and the last word can also be asked as answer. As concept, you have to be ready for both the answers. So that's why I am very particular. So underline the whole statement. Okay. Right. Now we come to the next one. Turn the page number 2. That explanations are given for children. F for food, pound, second. That you mark. And in that, do you know? Usually you would have not learned for your unit test. So, but for NEET tests, each and every line of your textbook must be thorough. Right? You cannot ask, this is a portion, that is a portion. If a content is given, starting from the first line of the lesson to the last line of the lesson, you have to be thorough if it is going to be a NEET-based test. Okay? Right. That in that one question, one content is given. SPS is not a metric system. It is a metric system of units. That line you have to underline. Right. Now, at the beginning in the unit test revision also I have told this the last paragraph of the left hand side to underline. So now after that SI system stands for, what is the answer? International System of Units. And then the last 3 lines of the left hand side. The scientist chose 7 physical quantities. 7. and define a standard unit to measure each one. So how many physical quantities? As base quantities, 7. Then come to this side. That tabular column, as I said in the unit test revision also, this tabular column can be asked in any pattern. Fill in the blanks, choose, match the following, true or false, identify. For example, this can be asked like this one. From the following set of units, which is the correct unit for temperature? It could have been given like this. Ampere, Kelvin, Celsius, Fahrenheit. What you will say? Select. SI unit only it would have been asked. So you have to find which is the correct unit. So all 3 will be wrong, 1 will be correct. Like that only you have to select. Okay. Now you come to the next one. Temperature. In the temperature, I have marked the definition for temperature in the left hand side 3rd paragraph. No. Right. In the next word, heat is given. Heat given to a substance will increase its temperature. Heat removed from a substance will lower its temperature. That line is important. There you have to understand the difference between temperature and heat. What is temperature? Temperature will show how much a body is hotter, how much it is cooler. But heat, it is an energy, it is a form of energy. It has to flow from one body to another body. Right? So that difference you need to know. Now come to this side, right hand side. Right? All those points, lower fixed point, upper fixed points. And here I have to say one word, one clarification. Melting point of ice, boiling point of water. Right? Ice will melt, water will boil. Some children usually will make this mistake. They cannot match the word correctly, so be very clear in it. Melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius, boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. And there LFP, UFP that you need to note down. And the tabular column, that values, very important, note it down. For that only I have told you to draw the diagram, thermometric comparative diagram in the next page. Right? Now turn the page number 4. And there is a formula. Based on that formula, sums may be asked in the test. That how to work out, convert from one temperature into another scales that I had shown you in the unit test solution video. Refer to that. Okay? Right. I had done for 100 degrees Celsius. You have to work it for other degrees Celsius and don't expect 100 degree will be asked in the examination. Right. Next one, the applications. Each and every point is very important. Note it down. And down that applications, there are some info bits. Normal temperature of a uniform human body is 98.4 degree Fahrenheit and 98.6. Now in this time, everywhere we are using the thermal scanner, right? That the temperature should be in this range, 98.4 and 98.6. So if that value, remember it, very important. Most of the test it will be asked in your range, in your class range. Now next one, infrared thermometer. That one also you need to know. Now come this side. I is equal to Q by T. That formula, based on the basic sums will be asked. I means what, children? Capital I. In the tabular column would have done this. I means electric current. Q means charge. What is its unit? Coulomb. Don't turn the pages. You have learned now. Say it. T is time. What is its unit? Second. Right. On the top of that right hand side, flow of electric charges in a particular direction is known as electric current. That also you mark. Right. In that more to know, I had given the first paragraph for unit test division and second and third paragraph, that lines you mark it for need test. Right. Next one. Come to page number 5, right hand side. That more to know you underline. Avogadro number. A very important question. And on top of that, second line, amount of substance is directly proportional to the number of atoms. Right. Using this, I can explain this type of question, reason and assertion. See, in this type of question, two statements will be given. One will be given as assertion and another will be given as reason. For example, this one. amount of substances directly proportional to the number of atoms or molecules. This will be given as assertion. For this, one reason will be given. As the number of atoms or molecules increases, amount of substance increases. Like that, one reason statement will be given. And reading that reason and assertion, 4 choices will be given in below. What are they? Both assertion and reason are correct. Assertion is wrong, reason is correct. Reason is wrong, assertion is correct. Like that, confusive statements will be given as choices. What you have to do? You have to read a reason and assertion. You have to analyze between. Is that the reason? The correctly matched with the assertion below. Based on that, you have to see the choices. Whichever you find it to be correct, you have to take. Understand, children? Now, when I say you may feel little confusing, but when you see the question, it will be clearly understandable by you. Okay? Right. Now you come to the page and down there is an umpire picture over there. No. Below that you see. Last line. Photometer. He is checking the intensity of light. So what is a photometer? Is an instrument to check the intensity of light. Both words you have to write. Photometer, intensity of light. Okay. Now turn the page. Right. These questions we have completely given in unit test questions. So this formula you take, children, on right hand side. 1 radian is equal to 180 degree by pi. So what is 2 radian? 3 radian, you have to multiply it. Right? So you, based on the sums may be asked, then choose the best answers. Right. Definitions. Solid angle definition, plane angle definition, you have learned for unit test. Based on that, few theory based questions can be asked. Right here, do you know, page number 7, plane angle and solid angle were classified as supplementary quantities. Before 7 base quantities we said, along with this is 2 supplementary quantities. Remember, 7 base quantities and 2 supplementary quantities. What are those 2 supplementary quantities? Plane angle and solid angle. And below that, the differences you would have done for unit test. So from this units, 2-dimensional reduction, that point may be asked. Okay, so very well we had thoroughly revised this. So be well prepared for the test and get full marks.